Hello there, back to where it all began. Walberswick, Suffolk, episode 1, The Firefly Cage. So we see this overhead shot of Lovejoy coming down. Couldn't get up in the air, so here's a Google Earth shot. Only thing that's drastically changed is the car park has been substantially expanded, which is understandable in this present day with so many more thousands of cars on the road. So Lovejoy comes down this road. It looks in a much better state back then. And he passes these buildings, all looking the same. Maybe a few exterior changes or improvements to it, but shape-wise, all very clear to see. And he parks up here, heading off to see his friend Drummer. Now, whatever the reason, and there always is a reason, this is not Southwold and it's not Walberswick either. Now, I've deduced that this could be down the coastline at a place called Shingle Street. It's the only section within many miles that is remotely similar to the scene that we see in the episode. It's this stretch of shingle here where Drummer is walking with his companion. And I believe these 2 points here to be the very same point then and now. And also on Google Earth we can see this small detached area as well. And the reason they moved here away from Southwold and Walberswick, there could be numerous reasons why. It could have been something to do with the animal transportation on the day, or they could have desired a bit more privacy, something along those lines. And then we come to Lovejoy and Charlie bumping into each other. In the episode, the water tower in the background looks many miles away, but in reality it's just a pleasant walk through the marshes and along the old railway line. Lovejoy and Charlie have a chat and look across here to the other side, and we can see present day many more shacks have emerged, and also some fabulous eateries down there. There's a fish and chip hut which has to be tried if you go and visit. And you can already tell, even in episode 1, the cat and mouse relationship between Charlie and Lovejoy, when Charlie asks Lovejoy to come and have a look at some of his jade that he's got, and you've only got to have a look at Charlie's facial expression after Lovejoy is walking off with a smirk. Certainly not much love, even at the very beginning. And as Charlie walks away, we see this view, and we can see Devlin coming up on his boat. After seeing Drummer collapse, they rushed to him along the beach. They would have been up here, severely grown now, but this is where they would have run across, and the beach is below, and the camera would have been up there facing the sea. Lovejoy's cradling Drummer, and he looks out to sea, and we see this view, which is in fact the Solent Falls, which is in Portsmouth. So Lovejoy says to Jane there's no point calling for any assistance because it's too late. If you look just to the right of Jane's shoulder, you can just about see a building over on the horizon, and that is this one here. We then come to them inside the Coast Guard's office. Slight changes to this building. As you can see, back then the windows ran all the way round in a line. There's been some alterations now, but the windows that Jane was looking out have now gone, and we've now got an exterior set of steps. As Lovejoy is leaving the building, he comes face to face with Devlin. And when the angle changes, we see these 2 buildings behind. And quite interestingly, if you look at the roof of the right-hand side building, even to present day, half of the roof is a different colour to the other. And the final shot we see at Walberswick is this. Lovejoy will be heading out on Charlie's boat. The Coast Guard spots him and makes a telephone call. One would assume it's a call to Charlie Gimbert to double check that permission's been given for his boat to be taken out. But there's also a chance that the telephone call could be to Devlin if he's on his payroll, giving him a heads up that Lovejoy has taken the boat out. And the next scenes that we see are the boats out on the open sea at the Solent. Even revisiting now, it stands up so well. An excellent first episode, really hit the ground running and certainly set the standard for everything that followed. Thanks for joining me.
You threatening me, Mr. Devlin?
Yeah, now piss off.
All right.